Hey, what's up,
Hello.
everybody? Welcome to episode 71 of
69,
the Generally Speaking
71.
podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
are you fucking mimicking me?
are you
Stop!
fucking
Stop!
Stop!
I'm going to fucking kill
I'm
you!
gonna fucking kill you.
Whoa! You
Wall
just
seeker.
admitted to a fucking felony.
Whoa, you just admitted to a felony. Bro, there's like insane feedback going on here. The microphone's going crazy.
Welcome to episode 71 again. My name's GeneralArse. That's not my real name though. And I'm joined by co-host Wallseeker.
That is my real name though.
Yeah, that's his real name though. Google it. But yeah, sorry we were gone so long.
Yeah.
Had a lot on our plates, and
Yeah.
and I'm not hungry. You know what I'm saying?
And I wasn't hungry. I was stuck there for a while.
We're stuck at the all-you-can-eat buffet.
And it really does say, mean it, all you can eat.
You have to. All you have to eat. You have to eat.
all
at
you
that buffet.
have to eat. You have to all eat.
You must eat.
You must
No
eat.
ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, I've got a huge one right here. Anyways.
A huge butt?
Yeah, I've got a...
No, I got a
Ew.
huge if. A bunch of stuff has happened that we can talk about in this podcast. Starting with something that I know I'm gonna forget if I don't mention it right now. Something funny
Forget.
happened on the news recently. There was an incident on the news.
Yeah.
You've seen this where there's like a Russian bureau thing here in Iceland that threatened to cyber attack Fréttablaðið, which is like a really big newspaper here in Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just like threatening to hack them or something because they published a piece, a article that included someone standing on the Russian flag. I don't know what the article is about. It's probably something to do with the war in Russia and Ukraine, or in Ukraine. And it was like it was just like a Russian flag laying on the ground, and there was like, you could see just a little bit of somebody stepping on the flag, and they sent like a letter to this news article company saying like, yeah man, this is like not okay, this is an insult to Russia, you must take down this article now or we're gonna hack you, we're gonna take you down. And this was talked about on the news, like on like the 9 o'clock news, and they showed the picture on there as well. And I was just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? They're gonna probably want to hack you now. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, yeah, and here's the photo in question.
By the way, here's the photo, look at this.
Oh my god, that is outrageous.
And yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking ballsy. I don't know if they were like if this was like a middle finger towards this Russian like bureau, where they were like, yeah, fuck you, hack us if you want or whatever. I don't know. But I just thought this was like, it's either like a 100 IQ move or really stupid, because like they're probably gonna come after them now. They haven't done so yet, but the article that was posted was like 3 weeks ago, and it took them a while to like send the first threat. So yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do the same for the news.
The only thing that happened was the website that hosted the article got like basically just like a DDoS attack. That's all they got.
They tried to take it down or something for a little bit.
But it wasn't really that big.
No, not really. What's bigger is that there's another volcanic eruption going on here in Iceland.
Moving on.
It's right in Wallseeker's backyard. It's spewing. It's pretty much the same place as last year when that happened. Except I think it's like a little further away, but not like a lot. Very close.
The incident happened.
The incident happened last year. And Yeah, a lot of people are going there. I haven't gone. I don't know if I will go. It's the police and like news and stuff like that have been warning people that like this volcano is a bit further and harder to get to when you're walking. So they've been telling people like, oh, if you're not up for like a really long hike and up steep mountains and stuff like that, like don't go, do not go. And like the
don't
last
fucking bother,
yeah,
pussy.
I went last year. I walked up there, and it was fucking agonizing. It was awful. There were so many like steep cliffs, and I am terrified of heights. So like on the way back, I was just like, oh my fuck, I'm gonna fall and die. I'm gonna break all my bones in my body.
Yeah,
My neck's
you
gonna
did
fucking
do that, but
yeah.
you made a miraculous recovery.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna go this time, but there's a lot of people going. It looks beautiful. If you want to see it, you can Google Rule 34 Iceland. No, you can Google.
Did you know that the current volcanic eruption right now is breaking out Icelandic 34th rule of nature?
Yeah.
Google Iceland Rule 34
for more info. No, yeah, you can Google just volcanic eruption Iceland, and there's like a shit ton of live streams. People are posting like live stream feeds from all over the place. It's mesmerizing to look at. It is really cool to see up like in person. Like when I went there last year, I was like, nice. I didn't go that close, but it was cool.
Yeah, well, I went really close. I was like, "Ooh, red hot shiny."
Yeah, it was in your backyard, man. Now it's in the other corner of your backyard.
Bro, just take a helicopter next time.
I felt a lot of the like earthquakes when it was like, preceding the volcanic eruption. I was feeling a lot of earthquakes over here, far away from where the eruption is, but they were still pretty dang strong earthquakes. And I like every time I felt one, I was like, damn, that must have really rocked Wallseeker's house.
Yeah,
so do you have any stories of that?
Yeah, the strong one, the strongest one.
Was it like, I don't know, 5 point something? On the Richter scale.
Something. It was actually a 10 on the Wallseeker scale, but
damn. And it was a fucking 7 on the Rick and Morty scale. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, solid 7. But yeah, some stuff fell over. A spice bottle broke on the floor.
Old Spice?
I had to clean it all up. Yeah, it was 300-year-old Spice.
Damn, that is so sad. Rest in peace, Spice bottle. What spice was it?
Paprika. Paprika or whatever.
Paprika.
How you say it? I don't know.
Yeah, it's paprika. Well, in some parts of the world, they say bell pepper, so they're probably like freaking out right now. They're like, "What the fuck's a pepper?"
Yeah, well, fuck
those guys.
Yeah, bell pepper. How about you fucking pepper this bell? Ding dong ding.
So yeah, that's cool. And then the reason why we haven't been recording podcasts is we've both been keeping very busy. I went to Denmark for a holiday for like 2 weeks, so I wasn't able to, or for 2 weeks, for 7 days. Like 1 week, or yeah. And that was fun. I wasn't able to record a podcast then. And then Wallseeker and I have both been just working a lot. Haven't had time.
Yeah. Schedule conflict, man.
Yeah. Denmark was
just
fun.
How it is. Yeah, Denmark.
I went to Denmark on my birthday, the 20th of July, with some schoolmates. And I don't really want to talk about that too long. I just want to mention some like stuff that happened, some highlights. We went to Bakken, which is like a theme park.
Oculus?
And something really fucking awful happened there. We were going into this like fun house that had a bunch of like, bridges. They were like fucking swinging left and right. It had like a staircase that was shaking, so it felt really weird walking up. It had like fucking rotating room and stuff like that. Like all of this kind of stuff to like really mess with you. Just like a general fun house.
Mentally fucking break you.
Yeah, just break you down. Like one of my friends, one of my classmates, they just like broke down crying. They couldn't go any further. We had to call the police. We had to... No, but the story is really messed up because as we were walking into this fun house, we noticed something going on where like as you exit the fun house, you step on like a platform and this platform just like blows air upwards at you. And so people were leaving and it was just like blowing up like people's clothes. And I was thinking like, wait, that can't be okay. And then somebody like legit as we were about to enter the house, we were just right there. Somebody a woman in like a dress walks onto the thing and it completely blows up the dress, just like revealing her underwear and everything. And my friends and I were just like, we were absolutely flabbergasted. Oh, what was that? The robot attack. That was the air blowing. That was the air blowing up.
Who the fuck? They already made smoothies today. What the
fuck? Her dress got like blown up and like everything. Fucking, we could see her underwear, and I was just like, I immediately looked away, and my friends, we were all just like, we were so shocked. We started like laughing, like oh my, like we were like laughing at how fucked up this was. We were not laughing at her at all. We were just laughing at like how insane that was. Like how was this allowed? Why do they have this? And
what were they thinking?
What were they thinking? Yeah. And there was like one of our friends noticed that there was like a group of guys standing outside, and they were there the entire time while we were inside as well as and when we were walking up there, just like staring at this spectacle, I guess, just waiting for something like that to happen, probably. What? Dude, what the fuck? What's going on? The Robocop making the brain smoothie in there?
Oh, this is great, man. They already made like 3.
They already made like 3 smoothies, man. And what was like the most disheartening part of the story was when I walked outside, I noticed the lady with her like family standing somewhere to the side, and she looked like she had been crying, and she was like pointing towards the funhouse and stuff like that. And like, I hope to fucking God that she like just sues the place, because that is not okay. That is absolutely not okay. They should disable that or take that away or something. Like, that is not fun at all for anyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then what else happened?
That sucked.
it really did.
Moving on. So in Denmark.
Also the first day that we landed there, it was a record day for like the hottest day ever in Denmark. It got to, I think, 36 degrees. I was fucking dying. It was so hot. Fucking like the weather was like very hot pretty much the entire time, and then every now and then it rained just like so heavily that it was impossible to go outside. We were just like dying in the rain.
Sounds like
It was either a lot of rain or really sunny and just too unbearable to be outside. It was either way, it was unbearable to be outside. Also, Danish people everywhere, part of the unbearableness. Dude, they're making so many smoothies over there. What the fuck is going on?
Bro, I thought it was over, man.
They were gonna stick their hand in the fucking blender. Oh my god, they did! They stuck their hand in the blender! What other highlights were there that I'm trying to remember? Yeah, that
it was
one.
Hot. You pissed yourself, and
I did not piss myself. We were staying at like an Airbnb that was super like nice, and they had
security cameras everywhere.
Yeah, security cameras everywhere. In the fucking goddamn, what the fuck? We finally have time to record a podcast, and the people you're staying with just, hey, let's make like 15 smoothies.
Is it still going?
Should we put this in the podcast? Fuck yeah! This is the smoothie podcast. So we stayed at an Airbnb that was super nice. And that it was just like somebody's house, some lady's house that we were staying in. Like I'm pretty sure this was just like her side hustle, her side job, where she was just like, you know, I'll just go take the kids and stay with grandma or something and make extra money by like renting out my house, because like there was like a children's room there full of like a bunch of random toys and books and shit, and then there were like pictures on the fridge of like her and her children and shit like that. So it was just like we were just staying in some stranger's house.
How many were staying in this one house then?
We were 5 together. Me and my friends.
So it was a big house or something, right?
It's just like an apartment that we were in, actually.
Okay.
And it was a really old apartment. One of the showers didn't work. The water tasted really metallic from the sink. It was awful.
I think that's just how the water is in Denmark.
Yeah, the water is just like that in Denmark. But like sometimes the water would be like okay, but a lot of the times it would taste like rusty, and it was like, oh, what the fuck? But it was like it's okay to drink though. Like it's not fucking bad
well, that's
for
just,
you.
You know, compared to ours.
Compared to ours over here in Iceland, where we have delicious, delectable water from the sink. Yum 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 yum. And so they had like one thing they asked us to do. The landlord or the one renting the Airbnb was like, oh, can you water our flowers or my flowers for me while you're there? And we were just like, yeah, okay, fuck it, we'll do that. And so we watered her flowers like every day when it wasn't raining, when we had to. And then we went out on a Wednesday. We landed on a Wednesday, and then on the Sunday that we were there in Denmark, she like told us that her cat was coming home and that we were supposed to like take care of her cat, feed it in the mornings and in the evenings, and then let it out also so that it could go use the bathroom. And we were just like, oh, okay, I guess. And it was such a chill cat. It was like the most chill cat I've ever seen. It just really liked to relax with us or just hanging out. Really nice kitty.
Nice.
And we watched some movies in the apartment whenever we didn't know what to do. Because like there were 3 groups that went in total. It was me and my friends. We were staying at this Airbnb, and then some of our actor friends were staying together at a apartment that like one of the actors' parents owned, and so she was able to just like stay there. Didn't have to pay anything. We were the only group that had to pay for an Airbnb, and then another guy from another group of like it was a whole mix. It was like directors, producers, like stuff like that from our school. They were staying at like this guy's house, and they had like a pool and shit like that, and
a house.
Yeah, and they were like staying there, and they always wanted us to come over to that house to like hang out with them, but it was like the worst fucking place to go because you had to take like a 20-minute transit ride there, like take the metro, and then you had to take a 10-minute or maybe like 5-minute bus ride to get closer, but the bus didn't go all the way to the house. Then you had to walk for 15 minutes to get there. So it was just really far away, and they always wanted us to go there, and the first time we were gonna go there, we didn't know about the bus thing, so we just like decided, oh, let's take these electronic like scooters that you can rent, like these rentable scooters that are lying here, and we each got one. There was like we were 4 of us together then. The 5th guy wasn't there that day, and we were riding all the way there. We got to the house when we realized, oh, you can't park these things at everywhere. You have to like be in a designated parking spot. And every minute is counting down like how much you gotta pay for the thing. So we were frantically fucking just like riding our scooters around trying to find anywhere to park. Turns out you can't park anywhere close there. We had to go all the way back to where the fucking metro thing was, and we were riding around for like 40 minutes. And like at the start, it was kind of nice. We were all like chilling. It was nice to get like wind in our hair. And then after we figured out that like, oh shit, we're paying, and we're like, yeah, of course we're paying. We knew that, but like we can't park anywhere, and it's still charging us because we're like riding still. So we were like frantically looking around, and it turned into just us being kind of grumpy and annoyed at this happening because it was really fucking stupid. Like you couldn't park anywhere. You had to like make sure to be in there. There were no designated parking spots anywhere near the house, so we either had to walk 30 minutes or take the bus. That was like the only option that we had. Nobody was driving a car to pick us up.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so that was great. And we only went there like I think we went there like 2 or 3 times after. And each time was just like, whatever. Like, there was nothing going on. I didn't really like it at all. I just, like, left. Like, fuck this.
Just smoke a little bit of doohickey and drink a little bit of sarsaparilla.
Yeah, people were drinking a lot. People were also smoking weed. Because you can go to Christiania in Copenhagen. That's where we went, by the way, in Denmark. We went to Copenhagen. I love how I didn't even say that. People were just supposed to guess where we went in Denmark.
Yeah.
We went to Copenhagen, and in Christiania we went there on like I think day 2 or 3 or something, and it was
to a coke place.
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
It's really cool to see Christiania, because for those of you who don't know, Christiania is like this section of Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, where like people have created their own little like civilization, their own little community within this part of the town where like there's no rules.
A bunch of art there or something?
Yeah, there's a bunch of art that you can buy. There's a bunch of people selling jewelry and stuff. There's a bunch of people selling fucking drugs and weed and shit like that. You can get really shitty food there. I didn't buy anything there. But it was cool to see. We also went into this place where the food was, where somebody was like playing like jazz on like a saxophone while there was like hard bass fucking like techno in the background playing on like a speaker somewhere. It was just like, oh wow, cool sounds, man. Awesome. And yeah, some of my friends bought weed. I didn't buy anything there at all. And I've never smoked weed. I was kind of intrigued. I wanted to try it, but I didn't know if I would have a bad reaction or not, because my friends were talking about how they had like panic attacks and shit like that, and I was like, oh, I don't want that happening here in Denmark.
Don't want that.
Don't want that. Not when I'm in some random place here in Denmark.
Yeah.
So, and then, I think, yeah, that's pretty much all the highlights, other than the one thing that didn't really happen to me. But 2 of my friends went back to Christiania on like day 4 or 5 or something that we were there, and were buying like more weed, and they apparently they got really lucky. Everyone there got really lucky because there was a shooting there that happened. Somebody fired like gunshots in Christiania, and people like freaked out. Everyone was running. My friends got out safely, and everyone got out safely, thank God. And like we were like watching the news after they posted that. They were like, we heard gunshots. We were like, we're safe, and we were watching the news, and it turns out somebody did fire like 3 gunshots there, but didn't shoot anyone. Everyone was fine, and they were arrested by the police. I think so.
Busted.
But that's like everything that happened there. Oh yeah, and that's one thing about Christiania as well, is that drugs are not really legal there, and so even though they're like their own little civilization, they have like their own flag and everything, the cops are constantly going there and like performing raids and stuff, and you're not allowed to take pictures there either. Like, don't, if you take pictures, like, you could get the shit kicked out of you, and people will just take your phone, and yeah. So
makes sense.
Yeah, it's supposed to
Fucking
be like a little secret society in there, pretty much.
Man, that sounds like something Peter Griffin would do. In fact, he did. Season 2, Pretoria.
What the fuck?
Episode 12.
Really? Or are you fucking bullshitting?
The episode is real. I don't know what season though.
Yeah, okay. What if you're right?
Yeah, what if?
Yesterday, or wait.
All my troubles.
No, not yesterday. we saw Nope, the new Jordan.
Did we though?
Yep.
Come on, stop lying.
Nope.
We didn't.
Nope. We saw the new Jordan Peele flick on Friday, 2 days ago. It was amazing. I really liked it. Thassin didn't like it, apparently. Good. We were just talking to him like right before starting this podcast. He did not like it. I really liked it. I loved the horror of it. It's not really a scary movie. It's not like jump scares everywhere and shit like that, but it's just like this otherworldly horror where it's just unnerving, unsettling. Yeah. I really liked it. Good acting.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Good music, good editing, good. Loved the like design of everything, all the colors, all the just everything was great. Good job, Jordan Peele and everyone.
Everyone did good.
Yeah, I rank it like higher than Us because I thought Us was good, but it was nowhere near as good as Get Out. But this movie is still like it's below Get Out for me. I think Get Out was way better, but it's like just by like a hair because I think this one was almost perfect. The one thing that bothered me about it was like I felt like some of the like comedy fell flat. I didn't think it was funny at all times when it was trying to be funny. It was kind of just like okay, yeah, but that's it. That's the only thing that I sort of like was bothered by was like how hard it was trying to be funny in some places, but I didn't think it was funny. But that's just my opinion. Like maybe other people think it's really fucking knee-slappingly funny and
knee-slappingly funny. They think it's a comedy, not a horror sci-fi thing.
Yeah. So
nope. Or sci-fi. Comedy, man. Come on.
Comedy movie.
I was slapping my knee every time the monkey, don't want to spoil anything, but
Yeah. Gordy fucking slapped.
Yeah, Gordy slapped,
Gordy slapped.
Fist, man. He was a PewDiePie fan.
He was. And then before we went to see the movie, we
died.
Okay. Right. We got some food, and then we were so early that we decided to just like hang out at like this because we went to see the movie in a mall here in Iceland, and this mall has like this little fun zone, like arcade zone kind of inside, like right next to it's directly adjacent to where the theater is. And so we were just like, hey, let's spend some time in here for a little bit. We got time to kill. And so we went in there for like half an hour and we were just like playing all kinds of games. It was a lot of fun. You guys played bowling. I wanted to play bowling, but I didn't do it in time. Yeah, I didn't have time. But I played fucking Temple Run was on there on one of the machines. We played some skee ball, I think is what it's called.
Skee ball, some b-ball.
Oh yeah. Then we were gonna do that VR thing, and it didn't work for me. But then you were having like the time of your life, and I was just like sitting next to you. It was supposed to be like this like VR roller coaster ride kind of thing, I think. And I was just like, all I could see was like swipe your card, and when I did, it told me like you can't do that. And so I was just like not seeing anything while you were seeing everything, and it was just okay. But I still sat next to you because the chair was like moving, and so that was fun. And it was
it was really funny because I was I swiped, I got in, I was like adjusting my headset, and then I hit like I selected a map, and I would just hear you. Wait, mine's not working.
You're like laughing at my misfortune, man.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It just made the ride like 3 times better, man. Better luck next
It was like
time.
a Raving Rabbits themed, by the way. It was like a roller coaster, and the Raving Rabbits were there, and they were going.
Quite crazy.
What do you think is more bearable, the Raving Rabbits or the Minions?
Raving Rabbits, because they like, give
They're
each other animals and shit.
Yeah, they're actually funny. Wait, what?
Yeah. I mean, they're crazy. They got plungers. They like shit in toilets and stuff like that. Never seen a Minion do that.
Yeah, true. You have seen a Minion's ass, though. We saw the Minion in the first movie.
Seen them, but I've never seen them on the toilet. But I have seen the rabbits on the toilet.
This is true. I think I've also seen that. What else is there to talk about? Do you remember? There's probably like a lot more that we're just forgetting because we haven't been able to stream in a while.
Stream this podcast on our ass.
Oh yeah, we haven't been able to podcast in a while, not stream in a while. Shut up. Back to like, it's not related to the Denmark trip, but like the day before I went to Denmark, like the last day that I was working, it was the fucking worst goddamn day of my new job from this entire like summer that I've had to endure. Because my cousin, like the day before that day, that was like his last day before he got his summer vacation. And then the day that he was gone, like that last day before Denmark, it was just me and one other guy, while the other guy that was supposed to be with us was, I think, sick or something. So we were just 2 of us working alone. This other guy that was working with me there, I hadn't worked with yet. He had just arrived from his vacation that he had been in since I started working. So it was like my first time ever working with him there. And like he's fine, but he really likes to just like scream like that. He really likes to just like sit at the computer and do computer related stuff. He does not go outside and finish like serving people. So when he'll like give someone like an offer, and the people will be like, yeah, I'll take that offer, and then he'll just go like, all right, General, take this and go like help them with their shit. And so I had like a lot of stuff on my plate, and then I had a lot of fucking bullshit going on with, for instance, there was a lady who called in and was like, yeah, I'm gonna show up later today. Do you have to pick up something that I ordered like 3 weeks ago? Do you have any trailer for me to pick it up on? And I was just like, wait, hold on, what's your name? And she told me her name, and I looked up what she ordered, and I could find the order, but I also found out that the order had been like canceled because they didn't have the amount that she needed. Or they didn't have the product that she needed. And I have no idea who ordered this for her. And I have no idea why nobody let us know that this wasn't coming, or why nobody let her know that this wasn't like gonna show up. But I had to basically tell her that this was something that had been like canceled, and she goes, I ordered this 3 weeks ago. How come nobody let me know? Huh? What's going on over there? This is absolutely atrocious. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm sorry, ma'am. This is like, I didn't know about this. I don't know why nobody let you know. And she's like, yeah, I think that's pretty bad. Can you find something out for me? Or like, can you like try to figure this out? And I was like, yeah, sure, ma'am. I'll try my best. And I looked everywhere. I called like different places or like different stores in the chain of these like hardware stores. And they were all telling me like, oh, we don't have any of this. And then I had to call her back and just tell her these news. And she was just like, so mad at me, and I felt fucking awful, and then when that was all over and done, later in the day, the truck that brings us all of our products, like all of our materials and shit like that, shows up, and it seemed like it would be like an easy peasy like job to take everything off, and it kind of was, except for one pallet of like cement like mix, or
cement.
Yeah, it was like cement mix. I was picking that up on the pallet, and I noticed that the pallet was sort of like broken, and so it was tilting a little bit, and I was like, I better put this down, and then because it was in the back of the truck, and our forklift like forks don't go that far into the truck, so I had to use like extender forks, and the extender forks that we have at work fucking suck. I mean, they kind of work, but they tilt so much that everything that you pick up with it is sort of just like on the verge of falling off anyway. And then this like pallet I was picking up was like rocking back and forth. It was like about to fall. And I was like, oh my god, please don't. And then I managed to pull it out so that it was like on the edge of the truck. And then I put the extender forks down, put the regular forks in, and I was like lifting it up, and then I was turning out of the truck, and the whole fucking pallet just like collapsed on itself and fell over on the fucking ground, and like some of the bags exploded, but like I was alone to like clean that up. And then the fucking mother of all Hail Marys happened. It started fucking raining as I was picking it up. And it only rained for like 2 minutes as I was picking it up, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I was drenched. It was really heavy rain that just like flash rain, just like done, just like pissed all over me. I was drenched. The cement mix was like getting wet, so I had to like quickly fucking scoop it up before it like hardens on the ground there. And then I also had to like put it on a new pallet and then put it inside. And this was all in one day, and I was seriously contemplating just like going like, fuck this Denmark trip, I'm not going, I don't feel like it. Like I feel awful right now. But then after work I felt a little better.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah. And honestly, this job has been kind of fucking awful overall. I'm really excited to not be working there for much longer after the summer. I'm working there. My boss did ask me to work a little bit into September because the guy that I'm working with, the Trump supporter fucking type guy that like is a real dickweed, he's going on vacation on the 18th, which is like this week. Well, I think it's today that this podcast releases. He's gonna be gone, and then I have to like work while he's on vacation until he gets back, which is sometime in September, and then I'm good.
And you're good. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in my job, I do sort of the same thing you do technically. You know, servicing people, selling shit or something. I once saw a guy, like somebody who's like leaving the country.
Yeah.
He had like a big fat straw hat. He was like leaning over his like luggage and like his luggage carrier or cart that he had.
Yeah.
And from my point of view, I thought he was like, oh, he's like really tired and he's gonna be like leaving the country. And then he like leans up and there was a trash can right next to him and he just vomits like spew.
Oh my god.
He was just spewing liquid all. He was trying to, hit the trash can, but it like spewed all over.
Oh my god! The poor guy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Who has to clean that up? Does he have to do it himself, or is there like a janitor that shows up and fixes that?
It was in the middle of the day. I think like it was in the middle of my shift, so I think like somebody came and cleaned up while I was on break or something.
Somebody probably cleans that up. They don't go like, oh, well, you threw up all over the place. Clean that up after yourself.
Bro, we're not cleaning this shit up. We're just here to get people in and out.
How dare you throw up? How dare you do it?
Yeah.
Has anything else happened?
A bunch of like, well, Okay, so
Yeah.
I usually don't. When I'm like working, selling, or servicing people, whatever, I usually don't immediately recognize faces
Yeah.
if somebody's popular or something, famous or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, telling some woman about some watches, and then later, a guy I'm working with comes up to me and says, "Yo, that was like captain of the Icelandic women's football team." And I was like, "What? Really?" I wasn't like paying attention. And another time, it was like this guy. This guy was like on drugs or something.
Oh.
But he bought some stuff, so okay. But
Yeah.
he was clearly on something. And then this other guy who I'm working with comes up to me and says, "Yeah, this guy, he's like really on hard drugs." And that's when I found out that this is like, I don't know, some like Icelandic rapper, famous or whatever.
Cool.
Also famous for being, on drugs.
I don't really know many rappers, I would not have recognized either of those people if I saw them either.
Probably would have recognized. Well, two of the people that I recognize, one of them is like, this Icelandic comedian.
Yeah. You told me about that, I remember.
Yeah. He came in, it's pretty good. What? No, not like that.
And
then the other guy, I don't think people outside of Iceland know about this guy, but it's like, this like big fat guy, he's got the, the book show.
Oh, are you talking about Silver Ales, that guy?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Like, he and his son came into the store. His son bought like a phone, and I was like, dealing with that, servicing that,
Yeah, ringing him up.
He also wanted to like put like a screen protector on it, and so both of them like sat down, and we're just like, oh, thank you, yes, thank you for putting the screen on. Oh, we appreciate it, and stuff like that.
Nice. Were they both nice guys? That guy and Ariel?
Yeah.
Nice.
Both nice.
Fucking what's his name?
Which is good.
Ásgeir, or I think that's his name, from Sjálfstætt Fólk, which is another Icelandic show, came into my store the other day as well. He has like I think like a summer house somewhere up under the mountains close to where we live, and so I've seen him like on multiple occasions. I also saw him sometimes when I was working in the farmer's market, and now I've seen him once at the hardware store. He just like shows up on random occasions, and it's just like, yep, I'd like
pops in. Yep, this is my cameo. Yeah.
And then I forgot about this happening when we were in Denmark. So back to Denmark for a little bit, but this is kind of talking about like maybe or like famous people, but this is just like a big maybe. I don't know if this was him. We went to like, there's this store in Copenhagen called Faro Cigarer, which is just like this nerd store. They sell, and there's like multiple stores like all next to each other. One of them sells comic books and just books in general. One of them sells all kinds of figurines and stuff. One of them sells all kinds of like movies, DVD box sets and shit. One of them's all about like costumes and stuff for like LARP and that kind of thing. And then in the store where with all the comics and books, I was looking around for some books to buy because I was actually thinking about I wasn't really gonna buy anything at first, but I saw some books that I was actually interested in, and so I was looking for I bought The Handmaid's Tale, and I also bought Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is like one of my favorite books I've ever read. But I bought like the all 5 books in like one like book. It's just like it's massive, and it's all of the stories that were written in one book, and it's really cool.
That's nice.
So yeah, I bought that, and as I was like looking around for books while I was like picking them out, one of my friend walks up to me, or two of my friends, I mean, and one of them is like, dude, this guy doesn't know who Dave Grohl is. And she's like sort of whispering it to me. And I was like, you don't know who Dave Grohl is? And then she was just like, keep your fucking voice down. And then I like look behind her, and there's a guy who looks exactly like Dave Grohl, just like standing there staring at us at the fucking in the bookstore. And I wasn't sure if it was him or not. He looked eerily a lot like Dave Grohl from the fucking Foo Fighters and also Nirvana and all that. And like I was too scared to walk up to him and ask him because I didn't know. I didn't know if that was him or not. I wasn't sure. I was like Googling it, like, is that him? I was like, I have no idea.
You don't know.
Yeah. So I didn't actually approach him at all. It was just somebody who looked a lot like Dave Grohl, and I had no idea if it was him or not. So, and we'll never know. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know, and you'll never know. And thanks for listening to episode 71 of the Generally Speaking podcast. You fucking assholes. You fucking dicks.
This is what you made us do, you fucking idiots.
You jerks. You made the children start fighting. The children are fighting right now.
They're killing each other, man.
They're killing each other out there.
You bastard.
Alright. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, for watching, for waiting, for waiting patiently for us to come back.
Yeah, we came back, and then we'll see you again in like another 3 weeks.
In another 3 months. Bye.
3 months. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.